Filipino seafarers are resilient. Yan ang number one quality ng mga seaman natin, no? When we say resilient, sila yung pag nadadapa, nakakabangon.
Tayo mga Pilipino parang mga cowboy eh. So pwede tayong dalhin kasi flexible tayo.
Ang kaibahan ng mga Filipino seafarers doon sa ibang nationality, hindi mo kailangan na masyadong nandyan sa tabi nila pagdating sa trabaho. Kasi majority naman sa kanila, pag tinanggap nila yung kanilang kontrata, alam nila yung trabaho na gagampanan.
Kaya ako nagseaman dahil pride ng Filipinos ang pagiging seaman. We are very proud na maging seaman tayo. So we put our pride into what we do.
Aksidente lang actually yung pagiging seaman ko, no? Kasi nung araw, ako'y naglalakad doon sa kalye, nasalubong ko yung kaklase ko nung araw, high school kami. Tinanong ko kung ano yung position niya ngayon. Sabi niya marunong bumiling. Pagdating mo ng third year, mag-abroad ka. Yun ang pumasok sa ulo ko. Sa isipan ko, yun ang pumasok. At from there, nag-decide na kung subukan.
Nagseaman si Ray dahil passion niya na yan. Gusto niya makatulong sa pamilya niya. And iniisip niya, that's the easiest way na makatulong sa pamilya niya sa magandang paraan.
Mahirap maging seaman, sala ka sa init, sala ka sa lamig,
Very common struggle ng mga seafarers pag nagbabarko ay malayo sa pamilya. First time ko magbarko as a cadet, namatay yung tatay ko. But I was not sent home by my family. Sila na mismo ang nakipag-usap sa agency at nag-agree sila na in order for me to be successful on board, huwag nang istorbihin yung aking pagsakay as cadet.
The struggle of being a seafarer's wife is the fact that nasanay ka na, let's say for 2 or 3 months magkasama kayo, and then all of a sudden, aalis na naman siya. Ang hirap ulit mag-adjust.
As much as possible, ayaw ko sana ang pamilya ko na naghahatid pa sa akin sa airport. Pero may mga time na hindi mo maiwasan. Kuminsan, anak mo mismo ang nakikiusap. Pero pagkatapos ng embrace and kiss, magpaalam, hanggat maaari, ayoko nang lumingon. Dire-diretso na, para ang focus ko, diretso na sa barko. Kasi mabigat lang sa loob. Naiiwanan mo na naman yung mahal mo sa buhay for another 9 months or 6 months.
Every time na ihahatid siya sa airport, I always tell him, Gang, I will just stay here, sa sasakyan na lang tayo mag-goodbye. Ganyan kasi mas mahirap yung ihahatid ka pa namin, we wait for you after you check-in, tapos lalabas ka. Ganon din naman, iiyak, malulungkot, hindi talaga, I never get used to, sabihin na natin yung ibang asawa na, okay, bye, ganon na lang. Hindi nandun pa rin syempre yung lungkot, talagang, kung pwede lang, wag mo nang pakawalang umalis, alam mo yun. Kaso if you have to think na, this is for the family, this is for the kids. And that's what he always say. I'm doing this for you guys. It's hard, but that's the real school. Ayoko na iyak ko.
Aside from we are able to take care of our family's needs, we are able to send our kids to better schools. We are also actually, as a seafarer, we continue to learn the culture of other nations. When we travel abroad, we visit so many countries, we learn about their culture. We learn about how they do things better than what we do back home.
Because of the path he chose to take. I am very proud of my husband. He is responsible for obtaining the obligations for us to provide what we need, the house, the education, and everything for our children and for our family. So I commend him to be the best father, best son, best man in the whole world. I think we have the best seafarers in the Philippines.
Binabati ko nga pala lahat ng mga seaman natin, seafarers natin dito sa Apoyes, Jefferson. At saludo kami.
Make the Filipino people proud of what you do. Happy Seafarers Day!
Greetings and commendation, praises from a seafarer wife, from a seafarer family, and from a person who works with Aboitiz Church Center. You guys are the best.